Yo, Scorpiana. Uh-oh, back again. Your funny and your most favorite Armenian is back again. How are you doing, my cutie patootie, looking all this so yummy, looking all so good and so delish. Dear Scorpio, welcome to your funny Armenian guy here at the Renaissance Tarot, where I serve and I slay. I'm back from the Hawaiian trip and I'll tell you about that later at the end of the video. But now you're the main character, you're the most important one right now in your reading. So dear Scorpio, this is going to be your reading from August 11 to the 17th. And in this reading, we're going to take a look at your past, present, and future. We're going to clarify the main challenge and get some final advice for you. So Scorpiona, the mic is on. 1 second. The mic is on. Microphone check. 111. Scorpio, I love you too. So, new Scorpios, welcome to the channel. Make yourself feel comfortable. And you might be asking, who is this? Who they? This is the funny Armenian guy, the quadruple Leo with the North Node in Scorpio. So I love my Scorpios, and honestly, recently I've been feeling like the person that's coming into my life is definitely going to have a Scorpio placement in themselves. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's that simple. Because you guys are like freaking warriors. I love that warrior spirit in you, Scorpio. I love when you get all crazy and frisky. Okay, so let's get into your reading and see what is the story for you. Okay, the Fool is just literally jumping up. Are you trying to have a new beginning? What's holding you back? Okay, so your challenge, Scorpio, is the Hanged Man. Something is holding you back. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Chariot. Wow. Okay, Scorpio. So here is the thing. Your main challenge here has to do a lot with waiting. There is a delay. It feels like there is a delay. You have been wanting to have a brand new beginning. You know, I don't want to jump too far ahead. I'm a fire sign. But here is the thing. There is definitely a new beginning that you are wanting to have, and something is holding you back, or somebody's holding you back. You could be waiting to hear from a specific person. This person could be a Pisces, could be Cancer, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, could be a Leo also, okay, for some of you Capricorn. Now, what is this delay about? What is it that you have been anticipating? We're going to find out shortly. Now, in the recent past, dear Scorpio, you have the Three of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. In the recent past, I see here a lot of happiness between you and another person. Things to seem have been working out very well. You and this person were cooperating, collaborating, putting their effort, wanting to work things out together. I see here you building something with this specific person in the recent past, and there was a lot of happiness. Now, we're going to clarify to see what happened though. Now, in the present moment, you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Two of Swords. You know, I see here, Scorpio, what really stands out, and it's very like screaming to my face in your reading, is you are at the cusp of having a brand new beginning, fresh start. You're like, I'm ready to go into a new direction. And there is something here that's pulling you back. Two of Swords. You seem to be kind of like also getting in your head a lot about a specific person, about a specific situation. We're going to get some clarity about this in a moment. Now, in the near future, you have the Justice, the Three of Cups, and the Six of Cups. In the near future, there is definitely a lot of celebration and happiness coming in for you. Here is the thing. The Three of Cups, anytime it appears, it's a reconciliation, it's a reunion. And Six of Cups, it's a soul connection with somebody that's resurfacing into your life. Now, the Justice is here. You gotta make something right. There is a story here that needs to be set right. Somebody here that might have put you on a delay, put you on a hold. You know, there has to be equilibrium, okay? There has to be fairness, some sort of a confession, conversation, bringing things into balance. And we're going to find out about this shortly, okay? So at the bottom of the deck, you have the Chariot, what you don't see coming, and then the Queen of Swords. There is fast news heading towards your way, fast communication. This is all about movement. What you don't see coming here, possibly coming from a Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, doesn't have to be. Could be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Okay, I see here somebody doing a lot of thinking within their mind, like a lot of thinking, contemplation, and something here is going to be revealed to you. The Moon is here, which also is covered by the Queen of Swords. So confession and conversation coming in fast and furious. Now, without any further ado, let's get into your reading and get some clarification. Hold on. Like, I know I was in a vacation, but you know what? The shuffling is still gonna shuffle. Like, what's going on? Do we have a problem? Hashtag. All right, Scorp John. My delicious cutie patootie Scorpiana. I love you too. I love you too. I know. I can hear you saying, I love this guy. He's crazy. He's funny. He's probably the only Leo that I like. I have read your comments. I know. I know it's funny, but you know, I think he's funny. And here's the thing, Scorpio, your bullshit, your BS radar is always on point, so you can see if somebody's BSing or not. The reason why we are here and the reason where we are today is because you know I'm authentic. I'm raw authentic. So, what is this delay about? Clarified by the Queen of Swords, Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune here at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so for many of you, there is definitely, this is part of your destiny, this connection, and you know you haven't been able to fully move on and proceed forward from this person because there is something that needs to be set right. There is a possibility and a chance of starting something again together. Now, Nine of Swords, Ten of Wands. It's been very heavy. Okay, it's been very excruciating, and I feel like that it's like almost a burden for you to just constantly keep waiting to have this person make up their mind, to have this person you're dealing with, because this is a love reading, right? To really, you're dealing with somebody who has been avoidant, or maybe somebody that might have, you know, kind of been on and off with you, and this is somebody I'm getting here might have demanded a lot more from you than, or taken away a lot more from you than what they have been, than what they were able to give to you. You see what I'm saying? It was imbalanced basically. Now, what your challenge here is, are you gonna let go of this waiting process and just move towards a new direction and let this person have their understanding and come to you at their own pace, or you're still gonna wait? Or are you still gonna wait? The reason why I'm saying is because the Nine of Swords is here, your challenge, stressed out about it, and now you're at the crossroads. You don't really know if you should move on from this person completely and fully, or you should still wait for them, okay? So we're gonna clarify this and get some more insight. Now, in the recent past, as we saw, there was a lot of happiness. Let me clarify the Page of Pentacles for you, dear Scorpiana. Some of you are living near a body of water right now, okay? Some of you are having coffee at this exact moment. If you're driving and watching and hearing me, drive very carefully. Okay, you're about to hit the red light. Slow down and put the brakes on. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now, the Page of Pentacles is clarified, which fell by the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Four of Wands. So, in the recent past, you and this person, whatever fell on the floor, this stability, it was not based on something very solid. I see here, even though on the surface everything seemed fine, everything seemed great, there was a lot of happiness. But were you truly happy, Scorpio? Were you truly happy deep down within yourself? I see you here being challenged, investigated, and interrogated by this person. I'm seeing here somebody becoming emotionally unavailable and kind of abandoning the idea of marriage. Maybe this is what you were looking forward to with the Ten of Cups. You thought and you said to yourself, you know what? I'm going to marry this person. I'm going to be with this individual. And this is what I'm envisioning for myself. Four of Wands is the card of marriage, Scorpio. And this is somebody that might have argued with you, and over time things started getting a little shattered, and you felt like you were tied up to this person yet, emotionally, on an emotional level, okay? So the idea of marriage, the concept of marriage didn't really seem to have been manifested in the recent past. And somebody here, there might have been a third-party situation involved. This doesn't have to be, but I'm just seeing here there's more than two people in this imagery. Someone might have caused this situation, Scorpio, to go astray. Like there was an external interference, okay? It could be anything from the in-laws to neighbors to the chair to the cat to the dog, okay? So in the recent past, the Ten of Cups is clarified by the Emperor, which is Aries energy, Six of Swords, and the Death card. Scorpio and Aries showing up right now, I cannot deny that, or Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. You had to move on from this person, okay? Things came to an end, and you obviously had to make a decision to move on from them. There is the Six of Swords, which is talking about transition, being on a body of water, moving forward from this situation, wanting to embark onto a new journey, okay? So let's clarify the Three of Pentacles here for you. Collaboration, you still try to make it work though. I see here you putting your efforts, but it was very stressful. Okay, the Hermit, Virgo energy, Three of Swords, and the Page of Wands. Scorpio, one of the things that I really love about you, and because my North Node is in Scorpio, and when I went through the dark night of the soul after my breakup, because every one of us has had some breakup, right? I was able to really embody the Scorpio energy. Like I just don't know how to explain it, but I just felt like I was in the darkest place, but I was able to turn my pain into power, and I was able to shed my old skin and come out of it very victoriously, like a phoenix, you know? And Scorpio is the sign of transformation in zodiac signs, okay? It is the powerful, dark, I don't know how to explain it. Like, you're just so mysterious, you know what I'm saying? In the best way possible. And I'm not kissing ass, and I'm not sugarcoating, because I don't, okay? I keep it real. Now, definitely, you sit with your pain. You sit down with your pain. Actually, the Three of Swords is like coming forward in front of the Hermit. This is an indication of you shedding light, Scorpio. Hold on, I'm gonna get into the present moment. One moment, this is very important. You took the time and you said, you know what, let me sit with my pain. Let me shed light onto what is this that I'm experiencing. Was I codependent on this person? Did I have my expectations were too high from this individual? Somebody who was not able to meet my standards, right? There was a lot of love, a lot of passion between you and this person. However, you had to build something, you had to rebuild yourself back up again. You try to put your pieces back together, and you did it very beautifully. Because the fact that you are wanting to have a brand new beginning right now, and you are not really wanting to cling on to somebody or something from the past, is telling me that you have done the work. There is always something to work on, of course. And I think your major task here with the Two of Swords, it's about which direction am I gonna move forward? Am I gonna like wait for this person? Am I waiting? Or am I gonna move on, right? So Scorpio, let's get into the present moment. What is this new opportunity that's being presented to you? Somebody here could be wanting to make an offer to you. Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, the Star, and the Seven of Cups. Somebody comes forward to you and wants to make an offer to you. Okay, look at this, right? The Star, the Seven of Cups. Whoever this person is, they have been watching you. This person has been wanting to work things out with you. They're coming forward to you. And you're still not sure if you really want to take this offer, or you still want to be with the other person. Two of Swords, right? In the present moment. So Two of Swords talks about indecision. Somebody who embodies or is a fire sign. Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. King of Wands. Okay, you might still be hung up on this person and really thinking the Chariot is here. Do I move on from this person? Wow. The Chariot, the Two of Cups right here. Do I move on from this love? Do I move on from this person? You know, and just enter into a relationship. What is the best course of action for me? And what comes into question for you is the Fool, dear Scorpio, which is talking about a brand new beginning for you, right? So the Fool here is clarified by the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. Finally, the Ace of Wands came out in the present moment. If you know, you know. There is no judgment here. This is a judgment-free zone. I just have to say that. Ace of Wands energy, Ace of Wands, okay, it's one of my most favorite cards out there, right? You gotta have a nice Ace of Wands. Like, you gotta manifest a very nice Ace of Wands. This and the Magician are my two favorite cards, as above, so below. See, even the Magician is holding something in their hand. We always gotta make sure that we're holding something very solid, some sort of a thick lumber in our hands, right? So, anyways, now in the present moment, this new beginning here is coming in with the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of... There is clarity. You are actually, even though you're at the cusp, but you are very, capital letters, very clear of what you want in life, in marriage, in commitment. And this is something that you're going to be communicating either way, whether with this new person or the person that may try to show up. That's something that I have to see how it's coming up in the Three of Cups in the near future. But you're becoming very clear. You're like, this is what I want, this is how I want, and this is when I want. Okay, so, and I love that energy about you, Scorpio, because you know you settled too long, you settled basically too much for a lot of instances, for a lot of individuals. Now, what is this decision about that you are finalizing? The Two of Swords is clarified by the Temperance, Sagittarius energy, the Three of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be really thinking about reconciliation is on your mind still. Look, the cards are here, they cannot lie. They're being all out there in front of you. Three of Cups in the present moment. This is about your decision for reconciliation. Three of Cups is also showing up in the near future. It means reunion. It means celebration. There is something very positive that you're anticipating in your mind. Even though there has been a delay, you're still kind of like thinking, well, I think there's going to be a chance of us, moving things forward, right? The Temperance here is talking about also Sagittarius energy. Something positive about the person on your mind keeps pulling you back to them. And when the new offer comes in, you might kind of say, you know what, I don't want this new offer right now. I still want to see if there is a possibility of a new chapter with my person, if we can work things out together. Now, in the near future, you have the Justice, which is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and the Four of Swords, okay? So in the near future, you might be in this place of questioning whether you're going to hear from this person, whether you're even going to meet this person physically. Maybe you haven't seen each other for quite some time. I see here a visitation, okay? Six of Wands entering into Four of Swords. This is talking about a visitation from a perspective of, I'm ready to make this connection work out. However, I see here you still kind of like a little bit hesitating. That's what side story I'm picking up on. You might be really focused on money and career right now, or your personal growth. There is something about your stability that you're really looking into. And I feel like that for many of you, you could still kind of be really, really careful when you allow this person to come back into your life. How is this reunion going to happen with the Three of Cups? What is this about? So the Three of Cups is clarified by the Magician, the Two of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. So this is some manifestation. Maybe you are manifesting. I don't know if you're into love assumption, love attraction, Neville Goddard, Dr. Joe Dispenza, but you are manifesting this reconciliation. You are wanting to make it happen. It doesn't matter. Circumstances don't matter. Even if this person lives in the other side of the world, country, there is distance between you and this person. As a matter of fact, you and this person, both of you have been holding on to each other, holding on to this relationship. And that's something that's going to be manifested for both of you. Okay, there is a reconciliation. Six of Cups, anytime the Six of Cups appears, that's an indication of some sort of a soul connection. Somebody resurfacing and coming back towards you. The Six of Cups is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, the Hangman, and the King of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio energy here, and the Hangman is your challenge as well. Remember when I was saying that it was on a hold? This was your challenge. Well, the Hangman here is again in the near future. When I said a soul connection is resurfacing, there is your receipt, there is your proof, Scorpiana. And this person is coming forward to you, okay, as you are the King of Cups, Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, you're Scorpio. This person wants to really, really form a solid family with you. The time back in the days when this person ran away from the idea of creating the Ten of Cups situation, lifestyle with you, family, them kids, them marriage, right? Solid commitment. If they run away from it, there is an indication of this person resurfacing and wanting to have a conversation, 1818 on the timer, about the potential growth of this relationship, which can lead to a lot of happiness. Now, let's get some advice. One of the things that I see here, you have been doing a lot of internal work within you, Scorpio, and I see here you're really, really committing to this person, okay? Like literally, I'm seeing here Sagittarius, I'm seeing here Aries, strong Aries as well, Pisceana, most possibly Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, okay? So you have the Five of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords, and the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So the advice for you here is to remember, it cannot always be night. There is a song, I think it was by, what's it called? Hold on. It cannot always be night. It's a verse from Kanye West song, I think. Okay? So even though you have been through the heartache, through the pain, through disappointment, abandonment, your past experiences, whatever happened, it was very painful. That's coming to an end because you're finally finding yourself being back again, going back home, being yourself, feeling more happy. The delays are over. The pain, the Three of Swords in the recent past that's showing up in the advice situation, you're not always going to be sitting in this pain. You're turning your pain into power. You are the transformative sign. You are the Mortal Kombat in the zodiac signs. I'm saying? So here is the thing. The advice for you here is to remember, keep your eyes on the bigger picture. The delay is over. The confession is coming. And the receipts and the testimonies and everything is on my channel, on the community post, right? So we keep it here very real. We keep it very genuine, very honest, modest, okay? Well, modest, no, not really. But anyways, sprinkle, sprinkle. What is your random question prompt between you and your boo? So, what's a childhood dream or aspiration that you still think about today? So this is something that you can discuss with your person. You can also share with me in the comments as well. What is a childhood dream or aspiration that you still think about today? For me, it has always been to leave a legacy on this world. That's the number one thing. I've always saw myself changing something positive into the world, making an impact, changing lives, honestly. That's what I think about, It's been an aspiration to be in front of a camera. It's been an aspiration to speak to a lot of people and to change life and to make an impact. I would be more than happy to read your comments. Let me know what is it. I'm curious to see what baby little child, child version of a Scorpio, what is it that you anticipated to have and, today and to do. So in regards to my trip, everything, I know that you were going to ask about this. Some of you, my trip to Hawaii was amazing. I went to Maui. I did a lot of hiking. I went up to the mountain Haleakala, 10,000 feet above. I also did skydiving, 10,000 feet above from this little toy plane. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was literally on the airplane. I was with the best instructor ever. He was a Capricorn, the skydiver. He had over 15,000 skydiving experiences under his belt. And he was actually really hot, and he had a beard and everything. And when he was harnessing me in front of him, you have to be very tied up, right? Very close to your instructor. This is a Scorpio, frisky, nasty moment. So hot. He was like, come on, don't be shy. Come on, come closer. I'm like, shy? Me? Who they say? Me? Shy? Come on, daddy. I'll sit on ya. How about that? So anyways, and the door opened and we just soared into the sky. It was short, but it was fun. You know what I'm saying? And it was great. And yeah, I had a great time. Drove to Hana. The ride to Hana, oh my gosh, the drive to Hana was definitely challenging. On the way back, it was a little easier. But can you imagine driving like 3 hours, like with zigzag lanes and with 60 plus one-way bridges and 600 twists and turns? It was insane. But I did it. It was great. Went to the waterfall. I was having a Scorpiana moment, Pisceana moment into the waterfall. You know what I'm saying? I love water a lot. So it was great. I ate the food on the island and it was all good. See what I'm saying? Yeah, it was great. Ace of Wands moment. Do we have any Ace of Wands moment? That's something I'll keep it to myself. Anyways, dear Scorpiana, I love you so much from the bottom of my heart, and I'll see you on the next one. Keep that beautiful smile up.